Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. Alright, let's get started. One across. Rent character who sings Light My Candle. I've never seen Rent. I don't know the names of any of the characters. Shaggy Beetle's hairdos. Those were called mop tops, right? Nice, and that does fit. Stench, that's got to be an odor. Add as an extra perk. That seems like it should be toss in. Nice. Baseball great Mel. That is Mel Ott. Yeah, he's a name you want to remember. He shows up on the crosswords all the time. Like a famed piper. They've got to be talking about the Pied Piper. That has to do with the colorful clothing he was wearing. Barely manage. I want it to be squeak by, but those letters look very strange. What is this down here? Inane. That should be idiotic, right? Okay, so it's not going to be squeak by. Maybe it's scrape by? Yeah, that's a very good answer. Okay. Under the bed resident in a child's imagination. That's definitely going to be a monster. Peeves. That should be irks. Okay, so we got Mimi. Very nice. Okay. Let's take a look at this first long across here. I imagine this is going to be our first theme answer. Titular animated character whose theme music is by Henry Mancini. I don't think I've heard of Henry Mancini, but it's gotta be the Pink Panther, right? Yeah, we're starting with pink. Okay, and it looks like maybe we have a revealer in the center here. Avocado center, that's the pit. Hand in Spanish. I know that's mano. Okay. Middle of many German names. I think that's gonna be Von. It's not Van. That's Dutch. I think it has to be an O. Darling one. It's not like mother, is it? Those letters would look very strange. What is this down? Choose. That's got to be opt. Is this moppet? That's kind of a slang term for a little child, right? Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that in a crossword grid before. That's very tough. And there you have it. And those quotation marks mean we need to come up with an equivalent phrase. I think this should be voila. Very nice. Old Apple picture editing app. I think this has to be iPhoto. Freeloader could be a leech. And blank grows in Brooklyn. A tree grows in Brooklyn. That's a novel or a play? I'm not actually sure. Okay, I wonder if we can get this next theme answer. Cereal mascot who says they're great. That is Tony the Tiger. Okay, so what do we have here? Pink Panther and Tony the Tiger. These are both animated big cats. I wonder if we just have cartoon cats as our theme today. Like the gases argon and xenon. Those are both noble gases. They're inert. Ma who once left a 2.5 million cello in the trunk of a taxi. Yeah, that was Yo-Yo Ma. He just showed up a couple of days ago. I think he got that cello back too. Okay, winning tic-tac-toe line when player X isn't paying attention. Yeah, that'll be 3 O's. Okay. Indian and Arctic. Those are both oceans. Just one tiny bite. That's just a taste. Pickleball relative. Well, that's a racket sport, so tennis could be a pickleball relative. Woohoo, the weekend's here. And this is another equivalent phrase. I think this should be TGIF. That's what you say on Friday, right? Otherwise could be else. Place for a ponytail. Maybe that's the nape of your neck. Let's see if these are right. A fee is around 2 or 3% for a customer using a credit card. That sounds right. And an ISP, web connection letters. Yeah, an internet service provider. What is this one? Scottish city on the River Clyde. I've never heard of the River Clyde, but this has to be Glasgow, right? And then ambient music trailblazer Brian. Yeah, that's another crossword standby. That's Brian Eno. Stimpy's pal in cartoons. That's Ren and Stimpy. Does that count as another cat? No, Stimpy is the cat, isn't he? Ren is actually a dog. Okay. This is as one altogether. And this is one. That's a homophone. Triumphed. Very nice. Okay. Well, we're almost at the revealer here. Morse code morsel. That could be a da. Morse code is dits and das. Old explosive device used to breach castle walls. I think this is going to be a petard. If you've ever heard of the expression hoisted on your own petard, you now know that that's a very bad thing to be. Okay, retired QB Manning. That's Eli Manning. So we have a tie, wooden part of a railroad track. Yeah, railroad ties. And let's take a look at this, what I think is a revealer. Fictional feline from Japan, or how one might greet 172454 or 65 across. Yeah, that's going to be Hello Kitty, another cartoon kitty. Very nice. Okay, so I think we are going to have 2 more cats down here. Philosopher Marx, that is Karl Marx. Certain sib. We have an informal word for a sibling here, so that means our answer needs to be informal too. I think this is going to be a sis. Yeah. Mount that Moses mounted. That'll be Mount Sinai, according to the story. Harry Cousin in the Addams Family. That is Cousin It with 2 T's. He's also very popular on crossword puzzles. Animal with a long sticky tongue. That's gotta be an anteater. Blank sure, you betcha. Classic Minnesotan expression. That's yeah, sure, you betcha. I love Minnesota nice. Okay, there's no place like it. There's no place like home. Just ask Dorothy. Okay, song refrain syllable. I think that's going to be tra, like tra-la-la. Blank gay, World War II plane. That's going to be the Enola Gay. She's notorious for dropping the atom bomb. Fraction of a minute. And we have an abbreviated minute in our clue, so that means our answer needs to be abbreviated as well. So I think this is going to be a sec, an abbreviated second. Artist activist Yoko, that is Yoko Ono. Wow, we are getting the crossword hits today. We've got Mel Ott, Brian Eno, and Yoko Ono all in one puzzle. Yard cover, that's going to be sod. Thoroughly memorized. That should be down pat. Yeah. Taoism founder. Okay, this is going to be Louds. I just looked up how to properly pronounce his name a couple of days ago. Yeah, this is kind of the old-fashioned way of spelling his name, but it does show up on crosswords quite often just because of these really common letters. Okay. Cried. That's got to be wept. Hoppy beers in brief. Those are going to be IPAs. London Art Museum. That is the Tate. So we have wit, cleverness, and EPA for an energy monitoring org. Again, our answer is abbreviated because we have an abbreviation in the clue. Okay, let's see what our next kitty is here. Oz resident lacking in courage. Yeah, that's the Cowardly Lion. Nice. I love that they put him right next to There's No Place Like Home. Common after dinner coffee preference. That should probably be decaf. And what is this across here? Negotiator's refusal. Looks like it's going to be no deal. Christine of Chicago Hope. I never watched this show. 1840s White House Family. Was that the Tylers? Zachary Tyler? Take the blank. Duke Ellington classic. That is, take the A train. Okay. Body parts that might be bumped. I think this is going to be fists. Yeah, it's got to be fists plural because they asked for body parts plural. So you can do fist bumps. Oh, you know what? I think this is Christine Lottie. I know I've seen her name on puzzles before. I think that has to be it. Ordeal for many high school seniors. That's got to be the SAT. What's blank face? What's his face? Norse god of wisdom and war. That is Odin. Negative conjunction. That could be nor, as in neither nor. So I have a feeling I know what this last kitty is going to be. Lewis Carroll character with a disembodied smile. Yeah, that's going to be the Cheshire Cat. I love the Cheshire Cat. Very nice. Okay, let's finish off this last corner here. Toy items set up to be toppled. Maybe that's a domino. Yeah. Note to all staff. I think that's going to be a memo. Buzzworthy say. I guess that could be topical. Flow from. And when you have a word in parentheses at the end of your clue, that means that same word needs to be able to go at the end of your answer. So I think this is going to be emanate from. Broadcasts not done in a studio. I think those are called remotes. So is this Pim? Jenna Fisher's role on The Office. No, that should be Pam. I definitely spelled emanate wrong. Yeah. Okay, so let's put in this M. What do we have here? This should be mate, partner, that's right. And this is Olays, stadium cries. Yeah, especially if you're in a soccer or a football stadium. Excellent. All right, let's throw this S in there and see if that'll do it for us. All right, a Tuesday puzzle in 18 minutes. That's a very good Tuesday time. So we get to say hello kitty to 4 different kitties in today's theme. As a cat person, I really can't help but be charmed by this theme. Yeah, we've got 4 kind of fictional cats that we get to say hello to. These are all really good ones too. Pink Panther, Tony the Tiger, the Cowardly Lion, and the Cheshire Cat. Yeah, those are great options. I think we had to pay for this fun theme a little bit with a whole bunch of kind of short fill and especially short proper nouns. We ended up with Mel Ott, Eli Manning, Brian Eno. We had Ren. We had Yoko Ono. Louds, he's longer, but he's also pretty crosswordy. We also had Lottie, Karl Marx up here. They don't show up as often, but that is kind of a lot of proper nouns. Oh, we got Yo-Yo Ma too. He's very unusual to see in a puzzle though. I almost never see him. Yeah, I'm glad he stopped by again. I did like that we got to go over petard. Yeah, that's a fun word, and I think the phrase hoisted on your own petard comes from Shakespeare. So that's definitely a good one to remember. All right, well, I thought that theme was the cat's pajamas. I hope you enjoyed solving that one with me. I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the Wednesday puzzle, and I think that's going to do it for now. All right. I'll see you next time.